Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Paper Izzy, and today I'm going to be reviewing Katy Perry's new album, 143, and drawing her true form. So let's get into it, shall we? So, the first song on the album is Woman's World, which is a terrible song, first of all. It's not good. I will say that it is definitely like a guilty pleasure. Like, it is very catchy. Like, I can enjoy listening to it if it's on the radio or whatever. I don't necessarily go searching for it because Dr. Luke produced it like the rest of the album, and I don't like consuming anything he's had a nasty, grubby little hand in. So I wasn't even going to listen to the album because of that, but I just figured I'd give it a listen and maybe do like a little review of it because, I mean, I was at least curious, and seeing how the streaming numbers are going, I don't think it's going to contribute that much to the placement on the chart. So I kind of was okay with listening to it. But yeah, it's definitely a guilty pleasure. It's so cringy, but it is catchy. The video's terrible. I really don't know what she was thinking. Like, it is so simplistic and so just not good. I love her little, well, it's satire. Girl, it's not satire. You're just terrible at, I don't know. She can be good at stuff. Like, I don't understand, like, why this is so bad. But, you know, it definitely opens on that song, and that is definitely one of the songs of all time. Next is Gimme Gimme featuring 21 Savage. First of all, his raps were not good. I'm not too familiar with Mr. Savage's discography, but I'm not really a fan of his raps in that. And he keeps saying 21, which I guess, makes sense. That's in his name, but like, he just keeps saying it, and it's awful. I don't know if you can hear, but my dog is licking his paw, and it is gross sounding. Stop, Chester. Please stop that. That's nasty. It's nasty. I'm trying to film a YouTube video. Sorry. But yeah, his verses weren't good, and the lyrics were not good. His lyrics were not good. The lyrics of the song itself were not good. Like, when she says, like, something kitty kitty, and it's like, okay, what are we? Are we 10 years old? Like, what's happening? And then I cannot even. One of my most quoted, most hated Katy Perry lyrics comes from off the album Witness, when she sings, "You slither like a centipede." It is so stupid, and it is like, basically for me, it's like the peak Katy Perry, like, cringy, just not good lyric. And in this song, I swear to God, she says, "Crawling on me like a centipede." A centipede? Like, trying to be sexy? I don't get it. It's not sexy. It's disgusting. So, I don't know at what point the drawing is so far, but I am drawing Katy Perry as a centipede, or her true form, because I can only imagine that she's a centipede because she keeps mentioning them, and it's disgusting. So, I don't like that song, and I cannot believe, like, if I had a nickel for every time Katy Perry sang about centipedes, I would only have 2 nickels, but it's weird that it happened twice. And yeah, so let's move on. Next song is Gorgeous, featuring Kim Petras, and it's just not good either. It's definitely, it feels like it's just a ripoff of Unholy. Like, that's really what it sounds like. Kim Petras is also like the pinnacle of like people working with Dr. Luke, and it's like, oh, so I do like some of the earlier stuff she put out, and she can make good music, but this is not it either. Like, it just literally sounds like she was like, okay, I have to be here, let me do it and get it over with. It doesn't go anywhere. It just sounds like Unholy, and like, it's just not, I don't know, it's just not good. Next is I'm His and He's Mine featuring Doichi. I don't really know how to pronounce her name. Patches, stop that. Sorry, my cat's being a terror too. They're all just terrorizing me. Like this album. Boring, terrible lyrics. She's like, "You're in his DMs, I'm sleeping in his sweatpants." It's like, wow, congratulations, you're sleeping in his sweatpants. That's such an accomplishment. It's just kind of like, that's really all you can say. Like, the lyrics just aren't good. Like, I mean, the production is okay, and Doichi was fun in it. Like, I like Doichi's verses. I'm not really familiar with their work either, but, I think she was the best part of the song. but we can move on because it's not that good either. Crush, I'm going to say, is the Temu version of Padam Padam by Kylie Minogue. Katy Perry wishes she couldn't have made that song, but with the la di da di da's or whatever, la da da di is what I wrote down because I have notes. I'm a professional now. The production kind of gives 911 by Lady Gaga, just like that. I guess the thumping bass or whatever. It just reminds me of that. And also the la di da di da 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 dee 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 was too familiar from the hook from I'm His, He's Mine, which is a song right before. I guess I didn't mention that, but it has like that la da dee la da da because it samples that one song. I don't remember the song's name. I'm sorry. Oh, Gypsy Woman. Oh, I don't know if I could if we're even supposed to say the name of the song, but that is the one it samples. Some of the lyrics are okay. Like, I like the lyric Living in a Candy Daydream, obviously, referencing Teenage Dream, her most popular album. And it's a great album. And I feel like this one is really her trying to recapture that magic, and it's not recapturing it at all. But the other lyrics aren't good. When she sings like those boom, boom, booms, your ooh, 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 it's like, who wrote this? Like, who wrote this? I guess I could look at the credits, but I don't care that much because it's not good. Like, and Dr. Luke, like, I will say, like, I don't like him as a person, but usually his productions and writing or whatever is like good. Like, he's a good pop like producer, but this this album is not it. I don't understand how it's so bland. And I did try to give it like an open mind because I have every Katy Perry album except for this one. Like, I won't buy this one unless I find it like the Goodwill, which I can assume it's gonna be there because it's not good. But yeah, it's at least fun, but it's just not. It doesn't really go anywhere. I mean, it's just meh, meh, meh. Next up is Lifetimes. Boring, just boring. We can move on. Like, I literally listened to part of it when it came out, and I was like, this is terrible. This is not good. And the video has all the scandal of her, like, filming where she shouldn't have, and all this stuff, and it's just, I don't know what Katy's up to this era. It's not a good look for her. Next, we're moving on to the next song, which is called All the Love. And I actually like this one. The production is a little boring, but it is my favorite so far. It's very Prism. It's like all the love I gave away, I'm getting back. And I think it's probably one of the best songs on the album. I like Katy's voice. I like Dr. Luke's production most of the time, but it's like, it's just, it's just not, I don't know, it's not good. That's all I know. Next is Nirvana, another one I don't hate. There's a lyric, take a ride on my rainbow. I don't know if that's supposed to be like sexy or funny or what, but I don't know, it's just, some of this stuff just isn't hitting like I think she intended it to. It's just not good. That's really how you can sum up the album. It's just not good. Like, it's not the worst album I've ever heard, I guess. Maybe. It's just kind of, ugh. Bleh. Next one is Artificial featuring JID. I do not know her. I'm sorry to this man. I don't know who that is. Sorry if I'm uncultured. I did like his verse, though, but I just don't know who he is. And it's funny coming from her, like, talking about, like, wanting something real. It's like, what are you talking about, Catherine? Like, it's just kind of funny. It's kind of ironic. I do like the production and like the hook or whatever, and like it sounds fun, but it's also kind of like it just kind of sounds like E.T., honestly, just like a worse version of that. But whatever. But I do like the hook. Why you so? Why you so? Why you so? Why you so artificial? It's neat. It's another like one that I actually kind of like. Like, it's a highlight, I would say. Next one is Truth, which again is funny coming from her, talking about I want to know the truth even if it hurts me. The lie detector determined that was a lie, Miss Girl. That was a lie. The chorus is nice, though. The voicemail thing is cool, I guess, but I don't get, like, why it fits. Like, is Orlando, like, cheating on her? Or is it just supposed to, like, relate to people? Or what? I will say one thing I do like about the album is all the tracks kind of fade into each other, which is neat. But this one is where it kind of falters into, like, it doesn't really go into the next song, which is Wonder. And I don't know, but I do like Wonder. It's uplifting. It's a little cheesy. It's Katy Perry, like, in a nutshell. It's definitely right up her alley. It has a nice little ending, I guess, to the album, but not really. It honestly kind of is a lackluster ending for the album. but I guess we'll get to that. Like, the production does get a little overboard, like around minute and 45 seconds. I wrote that down in my notes. I do like to shout out to her daughter, Daisy, and when I looked at the people who wrote that one, I can definitely tell that Faraz helped write it, because it definitely sounds like something he would write. Dr. Luke didn't produce it. I wrote that down. That's good. Yeah. But it does kind of end anticlimactically. It ends the album like on an uninspired note with all the album tracks like fading together. Like I said, I expected something a bit more like explosive for the end, like a really nice little, like put a bow on it and wrap it up, and it's a nice ending. But I don't think it really does that. Like, it's a good song, like I enjoy it, but I think it just kind of, the last two songs lose the momentum and it kind of stumbles right at the end. Overall, the album is just kind of boring, uninspired. It's really just not good. And anything good about the record is tainted since she worked with Dr. Luke. And then when she was on that interview at that podcast, like, did bullshit to, like, convince us of a good reason she did it. She's just like, well, I'm a mother. So it's like, girl, just, you wanted to recreate your hits and it's not working. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I can't believe she betrayed, like, Kesha, because they used to be friends. She betrayed Kesha for this record? Seriously? Like, this album? Like, if the album was good, at least it'd be like, okay, at least she made some good music, but, like, it's not good. It's not really entertaining. It's just, it's there. It is an album that she released, but it just feels like she's phoning it in, and like I said, any good thing about it is just overshadowed by the fact that she worked with Dr. Luke and just doesn't care about all his alleged things that he did, and it just kind of, I really think it cheapens everything she's trying to say. Like, how can you talk about women's empowerment when working with, like, an alleged abuser? Like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like she could have said something good with the album, in the wake of Roe v. Wade being overturned, like the election. Like, she could have, really harnessed that into something like fun and powerful and exciting, but instead it's just like, we got like Woman's World, and like the ending of Woman's World is so funny. She's like, it's a woman's world. It's like, okay, Katy, you can stop. It's just, it's so cheesy and it's so just uninspired, and I don't think I will go back and listen to the album. I might listen to Wonder again because Dr. Luke wasn't involved in that one song, and I don't actually hate that song. But I don't know what she was thinking with this album. I really don't. Hopefully she can recover, but this is like her third like floppy album in a row, and at least I enjoyed Witness and Smile, but this is just not. This isn't cutting it. It's just not cutting it. It's a cute album title, 143. I had to look up. It's, apparently like pager code for I love you. And I don't know, like I said with the drawing, I'm not sure what I've done so far, but I really wanted to put like Roman numerals for 143 in the background. So I don't know if I did or not. We'll see. And that's exactly what I did. And I had so much trouble with it. Like, I struggle so hard with this washi tape. Like, I've never had this much trouble trying to figure out, like, a freaking design or whatever. But it was really, really difficult. And I am not really happy with how the background turned out. But c'est la vie. Shit happens. Okay, so right here's where it really starts to go off the rails. I'm taking the washi tape off, and as you can see, I've left a blank space, baby. And also, they're spaced weird, and I'm not feeling this. So I go back in with the washi tape to try to repair it a little bit, and it's like my brain is melting. I'm so stupid as it is, and this is just not helping. here, I had to turn the notebook on its side because I was having trouble just doing it right. And this marker started dying, and it's really pissing me off. And so it gets yeeted. It took me like an hour to do this drawing, and I'm just kind of fixing the line art a little bit. And I don't know why I guess the white balance kind of moved around when I moved around. I have no idea. I'm not a scientist. But I don't know. I'm kind of happy with how this turned out, I guess. I don't know. I like the idea, but the execution is maybe a little off, so whatever. Usually I don't ask people to subscribe much anymore, but please like and subscribe because this video really took it out of me. It took so long to draw, and my legs were hurting so bad, and it just gave me so much trouble, and it would mean the world because I hate when I spend like 3, 4, 5 hours on a video and like nobody watches it. So if you're watching, please like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think about the drawing, and tell me what you think about Katy Perry's new album if you've heard it. And here are some of the, I don't know, the final shots. I hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for more human-generated art. Adios, amigos!